here at AWS at reInvent 2022. Good morning and welcome to everyone to hear about AWS in sports on AWS On Air. That's a real mouthful. I'm Richard Craig-McFeely, I'm the Worldwide Sports Evangelist, and I'm joined by Justin Burks, GM of AWS in Sports.
Hi Richard, great
Welcome.
to be here. Thanks.
So we've got a very quick slot here to kick things off. What are you most excited about at reInvent 2022, Justin?
Yeah, so we're very excited this year to announce the rollout of the new sports industry business unit, the Sports IBU. AWS has been working with sports customers for years. We started back in 2016, 2017, but we made the decision last year to stand up a single-threaded team focused on the sports vertical. And as part of that, we have a charter to go very deep with sports customers, understand the challenges and opportunities that they face, and build out offerings that address those requirements. So as part of the IBU, sports sits at the same level as a lot of the other industry verticals. So automotive, healthcare, life sciences, telco, et cetera. Sports now is at that same level, and we're going to be building out really targeted offerings, targeting sports customers. So would encourage anyone who's interested in learning more to check out our new website, which we recently just launched at aws.com/sports.
So that's really big news that sport is, if you like, a thing at AWS. That's really exciting. So this new Sports IBU, what's it responsible for? What happens every day?
Yeah, so it's really, as I mentioned, we have a mandate to go very deep on the sports vertical and understand the challenges and opportunities facing sports customers. At a tactical level, that means developing a highly curated, what we refer to as a menu of sports solutions that address their challenges. We provide oversight of a lot of our top sports rights holder accounts like NFL, Formula One, Bundesliga, PGA Tour, et cetera. We're building out a partner ecosystem of ISVs and SIs that will allow us to help those customers onboard into AWS. And then our go-to-market team is building out kind of broad programmatic resources that will allow us to engage with a wide variety of sports customers around the world, regardless of size or type.
So the fact that we've got the sports team is really exciting to you and I and lots of people at AWS. Why should customers care? What does it do for them?
It's a good question. So what we found is historically, sports customers have been, faced challenges in adopting AWS because they don't have the same technical resources that many of the large enterprises that use AWS have. So we're really building out a short list of solutions that we have confidence in particular that we know that they work well technically. They're ROI positive for sports customers, and we have other customer references that can endorse those solutions for use within sports.
So that's super interesting. Can you tell me some more about sports vertical solutions? What's that all about? Why should we care? What types of things they do for us?
Yeah, so when we look at the solutions, we really fall into 5 buckets. So the first is fan engagement. So this is really tools that allow rights holders to identify new customer segments, monetize existing customer segments, so things like promotion, things like retention, those kind of tools. We have performance analytics, and that's really around the tracking of players and teams during games, and that can be used to not only win games, but also for recruiting, scouting, player health and safety, even game day operations are relevant to that. Next-gen broadcast is another one, and these are really direct-to-consumer video offerings that are more interactive than what have been traditionally provided to fans. So things of like watch parties, sports betting, et cetera. Smart venue and sustainability is another one. So this is tools that allow the entities that own and operate sports venues, whether they're stadiums, arenas, practice facilities, allowing them to operate those arenas in an efficient and environmentally conscious way. And then finally, IT transformation. So these are workloads that you probably haven't seen on TV, but they're very critical in allowing sports organizations to operate efficiently and successfully.
Well, they certainly sound like the types of workloads that our customers speak to us about, so that seems like we're pretty well organized from that point of view. Earlier on, you mentioned some big sports customers. Tell us a little bit more about some of the biggies, the ones that we get lots of attraction with.
Yeah, I mean, it's a challenge because we have such a wide variety of workloads that sports customers are running on AWS, but I can walk through a handful. So just looking at NFL, so we launched our initial partnership with them back in 2017, focused on next-gen stats. We broadened that in 2019 to include player health and safety, which is focused on making the game of football safer. Just recently, we broadened it to include schedule optimization. That's a very highly compute, complex workloads focused on optimizing NFL's annual schedule. Within F1, they launched a stack called F1 Insights, which basically tracks the location speed of cars going around the track and also engine diagnostics. And that's allowed F1 to create stats like overtake probability, cornering, pit lane decisions, and tire performance. And this is really kind of like the game within the game with F1. PGA Tour launched a product last spring called Every Shot Live, and that allows fans to experience a golf tournament in the same way they would if they were there in person, so following individual golfers around the course. They launched something called Tourscast, which is an interactive app, leaderboard app, that provides real-time update on tournaments. And then finally, I just highlight Riot Games, which is taking a lot of the traditional stats that have existed in traditional sports and applying it in esports context. So things like player stats for esports players, things like a global power rankings for their players, and then a pick'ems offering that's tied to brackets that are being followed within tournaments. So really taking a lot of the traditional stats that have been used in traditional sports, applying them to esports. So that's just a quick sampling.
Yeah, I know we've got a wide community of sports customers and just a small section of them. Just wanted to highlight that right after this session, there is a Formula One breakout. And then tomorrow there's going to be a really cool NFL panel, which you're going to be on, which is absolutely fantastic. So we're getting near to the end of the session, but I think there's room for one more question, a little bit it gives us an opportunity to think big. AWS, we like to think big. So what are you thinking about? What are your predictions for sport in 2023 and beyond? What do you think is going to be heading our way?
Yeah, I mean, if I had to pick one, it would be personalization. So there's really two parts to that. One is understanding fans, understanding their behavior patterns, creating a relationship with fans. Often rights holders get disintermediated from the customer through social media and other channels. So really putting the control within the rights holders organization and engaging those fans directly. And then the other part of that is just the form factors that we're able to provide to fans in terms of optionality in terms of the kinds of experiences they're having. So Prime Video with their Thursday Night Football product is a great example of that. So if you want the standard experience you've experienced for years, you can do that through their standard offering, or you can get a stats-heavy version of that through Prime Vision. With Spanish, there's a Spanish version of that. So it's really putting the fans in the driver's seat and allowing them to control their experience.
And thanks a lot, Justin. So just to finish off, thank you to you. Thank you to everyone that was listening. That was a lot of fun. Just want to highlight there are still some sports sessions to attend and that new website, aws.com/sports. So thank you very much.
My pleasure. Thank you.